How are you, Jacob? How are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you? My name's Jacob. I'm the director and founder of Advisory Corp Accountants.
I wanted to ask, so obviously within the financial year coming up, it's sort of a time where it's good to spend on services that can be expensed. So I kind of wanted to hear from you what the benefits are and what sort of the process is for that. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
For sure. So essentially, end of financial year is the perfect time to bring forward any expenses that, for a small business, you can probably prepay up until 1 year of expenses that you can bring forward. And they can range from whether they be overheads, rent, for example, electricity, whatever it is. We always suggest accounting fees, which is a nice one to get paid
yeah.
before the June. But pretty much any service. And
Okay.
what it does is, instead of me paying that expense in the next year, and it's a matter of 1 week, right? I can just bring
Yeah.
those forward, bring forward those expenses, reduce my taxable income this year, and pay a bit less tax, and then delay any, and then cycle goes on. You sort of do this
Okay.
every year, delay income, bring forward expenses, and get that taxable profit down. So with every decision, there's a few, I guess, areas you need to look at. The tax consequence is an important factor to look at, but it's not your first and foremost. First and
Right.
foremost, you need to make sure what is commercially the right decision for my business. Are we actually going to spend money on buying a new asset, or, paying for advertising or whatever? That's our first. If that decision is yes, then we look at,
Yep.
okay, do we have enough cash flow to potentially pay that item today instead of a week's time?
What are some examples of things that we can expense?
For sure. Okay. If you have staff members, and you're
Yep.
paying super, you want to make sure, so that super, the June quarter super, is due in July. If you can bring
Yep.
that forward, that's a great one, because you're bringing forward
Awesome.
something that you have to pay regardless. So it's a good
Okay.
one. Any rent, if you rent a commercial space, bring that forward. For example,
Yep.
if you're getting a video off Tye, you want to make sure, if you're getting that video in July or whatever, pay that pre 30 June, and then you'll get a deduction for it as well.
Just for the viewers on here watching, we're going to offer 20% off our services up until June 30, so up until the tax return date. So yeah, just going to offer 20% off so that we can kind of all, get back into the year and I suppose rise above what's happened in 2020. So yeah, so that offer's open for anyone. And no, really appreciate your time on here, Jacob. And yeah, no, thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Appreciate your time, Ty. And if anyone's watching as well that needs to get in touch with a good accountant, you're more than welcome to hit us up.